Greetings. It's Friday, January 15th, 2021, and just going to give a brief recap of this week for me. This was going to be an evening of affirmations, but I'm going to save that for another day, perhaps tomorrow. And this is just a quick recap. Um, my after recovery therapy stuff, if you will, is coming up soon. Tomorrow I have to take a COVID test because next week there's another surgery, and it's a third surgery to put a chem port into under the skin in my chest, so that every time I have to go in for um, an injection for to make sure that the HER2, the growth protein that was feeding the small cancerous lump that was in my right breast, and that was removed the day before Thanksgiving, to ensure that that does not come back, in addition to the oral medication that I have to take for 5 years. It's easier to just put the needle that carries that injection that I need into the chem port. So that surgery is going to come up next Wednesday. A little nervous about that because that's the one I was most upset about. Although the lump in my right breast was a small lump that I wouldn't have detected if I did a self-exam. However, I was told I probably wouldn't have detected it. I was told that by the surgeon, but I have to admit that I wasn't always doing them. I'm just encouraging those of you women out there to do your best at the self-exams, and also make sure that you have your yearly exams done, mammograms done. It was smaller than a dime for sure, and probably pea size is what I call it, even though I was told it was probably smaller than that. But when I'm describing it to anyone, it most definitely wasn't a dime sized, it was about pea sized. And it was removed successfully, and then I had another surgery for the surrounding tissue to make sure that was cancer free, and it was. So yes, I'm grateful. It's the aftercare that kills me, because although cancer shouldn't be in anyone's bodies, but you never know what has created it. And what did for me, what it was for me was the growth protein HER2, which is in my body, as in most women's bodies. It was positive, and it was feeding that lump, and it was created. Small, was caught, removed. I was upset, of course, but I was shocked, but I still did what I had to do. It's the aftercare when you hear about it. On the one hand, I have to have radiation done. Also, on that area of my body, so that it doesn't return. That's what's hoped. And then also, I have to take an oral medication for 5 years, and I also have to have the injection in the chem port every 3 weeks for the next 12 months. And I'm hoping it's shorter, but I don't want any of that stuff to kill off what is alive in my body. I'm relatively healthy. I'm told my bones are great for not only my age, but they also do a bone density test, and they compare it to someone who's younger than I, who's in their 20s, and they said that my bones are strong and healthy. I don't want to have anything else hurt by this aftercare therapy, destroyed by it, making me less than half of a person. It's scary because you don't know what it's going to be. So my goal in this quick recap is to do a lot of what I said during my challenge in December, when I just vlogged the entire month of December. I was surprised that I got through it, because it's not something I've ever done before. I see anyone who does anything on YouTube and anything like it is very brave. I'm surprised that I went through the entire month and I didn't know actually how to stop. So I'm actually kind of glad that I am doing this. Hopefully it's reaching some and it's appreciated. If not, I'm okay. It's just like I said before, finding my voice and just using it. And some of those videos had to do with talking about what's in my cupboard, the supplements that I take, making suggestions during cold flu season, like what you should keep in your cupboard. Some of those things I'm going to take just to make sure my immune system stays boosted and healthy. Other things like making green juices, which I haven't done for a while, and I do have a juicer. I haven't done for a while, but I really feel like now I have to fortify my body with these things because although it's there to make sure that the cancer does not return, um, I just have this fear of it siphoning away the life that I do have within me, what makes me move, breathe, focus, function. And I definitely want to do that in an even better way than I am right now. So that means I have a lot of work to do because it's about optimal work. They'll do what they know how to do. They, meaning that the doctors, will do what they were trained to do, and I have to do what I need to do, the part that I can control and the part that I can make sure I do consistently to help me stay, I want to say, the best I can, but what I'll say is I want to even be better than I am right now, which is why I've been doing the affirmations. I don't do them for you, I do them for us. I do them with you. Not perfect at all. And I am doing these to be better. I mean, I just imagine a world where we're all living where everyone is the best that they can be. Because I believe if it was, it'd be better. The way we live and where we live and how we live would be even better. And I'll maybe explain that at some point in the future because as much as I feel like we all have opinions about things, sometimes we can come off like we don't sound like we researched what we're saying, or we're extremely emotionally driven and we never say what's really on our mind. And I want to be on point. But when it comes to this, I think that the only thing that makes me feel empowered is that I know that I may have to have these procedures done to make me healthy in the doctor's eyes, but I definitely want my quality of life to be um, better than it is right now, and better than it is when these other two things, three things really, the oral medication, because they have side effects, and everybody's not always hit by those side effects, but I don't know that for me yet. And I just don't want it to rob me of anything. Although, like I said, the doctors are there to help. Um, Anybody would have fears of something like this. You kind of figure, well, you did the surgery, you took it out. I kind of know there's going to be something else, but I just didn't know it was going to seem this hard hitting. And mind you, I am grateful, I am prayerful, and I feel blessed right now because I know that there are a lot of folks out there who've gone through something similar, if not more. And I would never make it seem like I'm whining when other people are suffering. Sometimes when I'm sitting in a waiting area, there's a lot of us doing this and we're just trying to live our regular lives. And then there's some people that seem like they're suffering immensely. You may not know, I may not know specifically what they're going through or for how long, but I'm grateful to be able to do this. And I want to be as healthy as I possibly can be during this and after. And there's fear there. There is fear there. No doubt about that. There's fear there, but what can I do? And so when I do the affirmations, like I said, I'm not perfect, but I do them with you, constantly working on feeling better, um, being stronger, more focused, most of all, self-loving. And that's not coming from a conceited place. It's not coming from an arrogant place. I do believe in a higher power. I just say that because I know whoever's watching, you probably use other words. I'm not here to preach. I do believe that there's more than just me, but I have from time to time in my life suffered from low feelings about myself, and it's kind of silly, and I did make a video about this before. Created and made garbage. We're all good. We're all here. We're all good. I do believe that we're all here to do some things, and some of us out here have been screwed up. We're handed a lot of issues, don't know how to get through them, and some of us don't do such great things to ourselves, to each other. So I have to do my part for me, because as I believe, I become, and I don't believe that that low self-esteem serves me anymore. It doesn't serve. It doesn't help. It doesn't make me. It actually really just doesn't make me feel good, and I have to get to the root and the source of that. And that's a daily process. That's a moment by moment process, quite frankly. Sometimes our ego pulls us through stuff, and it needs to be. I feel an ego needs to exist, because there's that part of you that knows that it's not cool to do some things that your ego drives you to do. I don't want to get into preaching, because again, I don't just want to rattle on and on and on without proof of it, researching, information. Oh, I read it in this book. I'm just speaking from my standpoint. But the love and the nurturing and the support and the kindness and the like of me toward me matters, because it determines what I allow other people to do to me, what I accept, and it does create the space in which you're standing right now. I'm standing right now. So, with all that said, perhaps this just wakes me up to let yet another level of showing myself some love and some kindness and strength, and the ability to allow my personal power and strength to pull some better stuff in my life. And I'm not preaching, just talking about me. If it hits with other people, that's great. But that's just a recap of why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing on here, but what I've also been through during this week. I keep saying I'm not sure if I'm going to post every day, because I'm getting closer to that date. And what I find is almost every day I'm finding something to do on the tube. And I'm kind of surprised by that. But regardless of what brings me here, it's actually helping me, because every day I'm doing something different. It's also a growth process for me. I do still watch other people. I do sometimes question, oh, that person's really good. What am I going on for? But my story, it may be different, but it might touch someone, and someone else might make a video. Who's to say, who it inspires? I know I've been inspired, but at this point, instead of trying to figure out what to do to be on here, sometimes it just starts with telling your piece, speaking your piece, telling your story. And did I think this would be a part of my story? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I can say that my voice actually sounds even different to me. Sometimes I'm whispering because I'm not so sure about what I'm going to say. And then sometimes, like right now, I feel like it's a lot more, I'm very sure of what I'm saying. And tomorrow it could be something different. My goal is just to remain as consistent as possible in terms of learning, growing, loving, moving forward, and sharing it, if I didn't say that already. Anyway, thank you for listening. I did not know I was going to do this video tonight, but I'm grateful that I did. And onward. Tomorrow, COVID test, because they won't operate on you if you have any symptoms of it. So they have to make sure before they give you the okay to go to surgery. So anywho, have a great night. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe if you'd like. But it's okay. I just wanted to share, whether you do that or not. I just wanted to share. And thank you for being an audience. And take care.